Hello, everybody. On the air with VA3EWV. On the air with VA3EWV AllStar EchoLink Friday Net. Hope I'm being heard out there. Audio. I don't see the thing, Chase. So let me just check the channel right quick. See if I'm getting any audio. We'll get the music started in the background at the same time, too. Let's see if we can hear ourselves there. New channel, live. Hello. Okay, I can hear myself.
Storm. Signals clash in the airwaves swarm.
What's going on,
My
folks?
heart races as the calls transform.
Welcome to the net. We're starting just a
Breaking
second.
through the static is the norm. With the mic in hand, breaking through the chaos, ain't it grand? Calling QRC across this roving land, catching that rare one just like we planned. On the rove again, I can't wait to get on the road again. Heading from park to park, making QSOs with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Heading from park to park, making QSOs with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again.
That's right, folks. Can't wait to get on the road again. On the air of VA3EWV AllStar EchoLink. I'm going to be using WRL to log my log the contacts tonight. So we might as well get started. I was blessed again. We have at least one person out there on the air. That's great. I haven't had to talk to myself in a long time, so that's perfect. If you're coming in on YouTube and stuff like that, just leave your name and stuff in the chat, and we'll get you on the log there. Good evening, everyone. On the air with VA3EWV. Is there any emergency traffic? Before we get started, any emergency traffic, please come down. Okay, nothing heard. This is Ernest, Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor, VA3EWV, Ernest, out of St. Andrews, West Ontario, Canada. I've been ham for 2, going on 3 years. Love portable operations, and like to try new things in radio. Currently, I'm enrolled in a CW class, and that's coming along just great. I've got about close to 10 contacts in the log with CW. And that's that tonight. The conversation is going to be about loggers. What's your favorite logger? There are so many out there I'm starting to find. So we're going to get an answer on what loggers people like to use this evening and see if I can use something new. Let me pause. So if you haven't been to this net before, we have 3 rounds of traffic. The first round is topic. Like I said, tonight's topic is loggers. If you use a logger, or if you don't, you can still have some fun and talk about that. The second round is what you're doing on the weekend. And then the third round of traffic is if you have any crosstalk. So if you hear about something that you like during the net, write down the folks' call signs and things like that. Write down the questions you have, and then at the end of the net, we can have some fun getting some questions answered. So we have one person on the net tonight, which is awesome. I have not been here one time with nobody here, so this is still a streak. So we do have a repeater connected to the net as well. VE3PGC out of Cornwall, Ontario. We'd like to thank the owners and operators of that repeater for allowing us to use it. So we might as well get started with short time check-ins and see if there's anybody on the repeaters wanting to wish to check in tonight. This is a recorded net. It's on live streamed on YouTube, by the way. So if you didn't get to join us, you can always rewatch the live stream. Okay, let's take short time check-ins, mobiles or portables. Please come down.
Victor Alpha 3, Radio Quebec Sierra. In and out, Ernest. Over.
Roger. Victor Alpha 3, Radio Quebec Sierra with a quick in and out. Jeff, it was good to get you in the log. And I'm going to try to put you in the log actually on QRZ. So we're on PGC. So that's, I'll figure out the frequency, 443.650. So 443.650. So Jeff, I'm going to try to get you in my log. So I'm using the WRL logger. So down the road, when you start probably logging some QSOs, you'll be wondering what you're going to do to log those QSOs. That's the topic tonight. If you're not able to check back in, it's good to have you out there while you listen in. Anything, since you're in and out, anything going on for the weekend? Okay, that was Victor Alpha 3 Radio Quebec Sierra, my friend Jeff. I think he might be working right now. So it's good that he can be in and listen in. Any other short time check-ins, mobiles or portables? Please come now. I think he has quite the tell on this evening. Okay, the person I see after that on the log is Victor Alpha 3 Juliet India Charlie. Victor Alpha 3 Juliet India Charlie. Come on in. How are you today? Start with your name, call sign, how long you've been a ham. And if you want to participate with a question, what logger or what loggers have you used and which one do you like best? Back over to you. I think you have quite to tell.
Hey, Ernest, thanks so much for taking me in here. I do appreciate that. Well, my call sign is Victor Alpha 3, Julie Charlie. My name is Jim, and I'm from Guelph, Ontario, Southern Ontario. I've been a ham since 2022, December 24th of 22. So coming up 3 years. So yeah, that's really about it with that. And as far as your question, loggers, I don't really know too much about them, Ernest, because I have not used them. I'm just kind of, dabbling away a little bit and, watching videos on different ones. Not exactly sure what I'm going to use. I know for anything I'll do for quota, I'll use their logging. As we discovered that time when I spoke to you on the phone, that you can do it there. So if there's any suggestions, I'd be willing to hear that for sure. And with that, Ernest, back to you. Thanks for taking my call. This is Victor Alpha 3 Julie India Charlie.
Victor Alpha 3 Juliet India Charlie. Hey, it's every time you say that 3 years, I guess we still like I'll get back to your other part too. When did you get your license there? Over?
I got my license in December 24th, the day before Christmas of 2022.
Yeah. And I got mine January 17th, 2023. So I was just 1 year behind you there. Okay, so it's funny that a lot of the new hams that I see, they're like, see, you're doing hams over. Yeah, you've done some POTA, but you do hams over. Well, you do like digital radio, the ham phone, right? What else? You do EchoLink, AllStar, and what I've noticed is a lot of us that use those digital modes when you first start, you're really not actually doing a log because, like, what is the frequency that you put in the logger if you're talking on the IP phone? Over.
Yeah, no, roger that. Well, answer your question there. Yes, I do use EchoLink. I do have D-Star. I have YSF. I have the whole Yaesu deal. I have DMR. I have AllStar. Hams over IP. hamsoverip.ca, amateur wire, New Zealand SIP, extended freedom. I have all that on the phone. I actually currently have 8 active lines. That's what I have. Back to you, Ernest.
Yeah, yes, man. See, that's a lot. When I first started, I had no HF privileges, right? So, excuse me. When I first started, I had no HF privileges. I was only able to do simplex, right? The local repeaters, 6 meters. I didn't even have a 6-meter rig though at the time either. So I relied heavily on EchoLink. Then I found out you could start talk on AllStar, so that was cool. Then I went to DMR as well and played around with that. Then in Audible a lot, since everything seems to be, there are more people there, but they have their Fusion. Like we have Fusion here, but over there, it seems like everybody on the repeaters over there are on Fusion. And I asked why, and they said it was simple. They don't want to deal with any QRM, right? Or whatever you call it, like people having a lot of fun on the radio that shouldn't be. So yeah, when you're using a lot of those digital modes, I don't see people running to loggers or when you use the digital mode. So that makes sense to me. When you use POTA, you use the logger on POTA. See, I didn't even know that it was built in. That was news to me.
Yeah, Roger, that went, and I've had HF privileges from the get-go. I got my basic with honors at 100% when I wrote my exam, and then February of the next year, right after you got licensed, Ernest, I got my advance at another 100%. I have not per se used the advanced end of it. I guess a little bit. I do my own builds. I do all my own stuff. I make my own antennas. I've kind of dabbled everywhere in a very short time. When I first become a ham, I wanted to know everything from A to Z and back, which I did conquer that. And now I want to dabble in, I think I told you there before, CW, so I'm going to join the Long Island CW Club. I hear it's pretty decent there. Back to you, Ernest.
Well, it seems like we're 2 peas in the pod for sure. Doing a lot of almost the exact copy of what you're doing, just down the road from you. Well, not down the road, but we're both in Ontario, so that's pretty cool. Speaking of that, I should give my phone some exercise there. So everybody, I'm using the Cisco. Let's see what this is. So this is the Cisco IP phone. It actually says Cisco IP phone on it. SPA 509 Golf. 509 Golf. I have ground wire. I have hams over IP. I have New Zealand as well. I have James's number on here, which is cool. And I'm away from home, so I don't get to use that unless I'm in a shack. So we might as well give that some exercise tonight and let people see how to use it. James has a lot of phones to get rid of, so we might as well do a quick demonstration here tonight and see if that works. Now, my phone was not unplugged, but I had to move a cord around, so we'll see if it rings. So you can always try to call me, James, and see how that works. Are you close to your phone?
Yeah, Roger that, Ernest. Give me like 1 second. I'll be at it.
Oh, there we go. Oh, let me do it on speaker. This is Did I hang up on you? Ah, there we go. Oh
I'm
God,
kind of
sorry
really
about that.
enjoying that. I haven't really dabbled in that yet. I've been doing a lot of hunting, and it gives me some time out in the, in a park where I can just get some harmony and serenity. It's good for the mind and good for the soul. But I'm going to jump into the POTA thing really soon. I'm getting more and more comfortable about doing this, Ernest. I'm kind of shy on the radio. I got to get over that. I got to get over feeling that way. So, it's just been taking time. I haven't spent a lot of HF time really. I've had HF radio from the get-go, but be honest with you, just terribly shy with that. And over this, it doesn't seem to bother me. But yeah, that's my issue, and I will get over that, Ernest. And maybe one day I can actually talk to you on HF. That would be wonderful.
Hey, I hear the Roger on the shyness. Hey, I know it's hard for a lot of people to believe. Before you folks on the before you folks on YouTube, sorry about that. So for some kind of way, I don't know how it happened, but I had put it on mute. There's 5 people on YouTube right now watching. 6 now, just came up to 6. The folks on YouTube, come join us on the air if you can. We're on AllStar Node 60092, I think it is. We're on EchoLink VA3EWV-L. So that's how you can get to us. Maybe down the road we'll get more people to link to us on the repeaters. We can get you out there. But right now, if you're watching, just like Dale, put your call on the screen there on the chat. We'll get you in the log. So far, we've gotten John in there, Jeff in there, Jim in there, John, Jeff, Jim, James, and the Alpha Delta 2 person. Their name's not on the screen anymore, but thanks for being in there. Okay, we're going to do one more call for the repeater and see if anybody's out there. We've invited the people on YouTube to join us here on the air. And let's see, yep. And if we have nothing else, I guess we'll be closing it down early tonight. Any other traffic on the repeaters wishing to check in, please come now. Any final words of what you're doing on the weekend? Go ahead on the repeater.
TOT.
That's VE3TOT. Is that Pete? Come on in, Pete. And also VA2FKR. Good to see you out there too. There's Peter and there's Pete. So that's a blessing to have you both out there. So we'll start with VE3TOT. Good evening to you. Thanks for coming and joining us tonight. We are just come in with your name, your call sign, how long you've been a ham. The topic of the night is loggers. If you used any at all, you don't have to. If you're using pen and paper, that's cool. The second thing is what you're doing for the weekend. And if you have any questions, we'll try to get any questions answered. Come on in, Pete.
The name is here is Peter, VE3TOT. I'm situated in Alexandria, not too far from Cornwall. I've been a ham on and off since 1995. And recently, at the beginning of this year, I purchased some equipment, and I've been having fun on VHF and UHF and HF. As far as blogging is concerned, I'm a latecomer. I've got little bits of paper all over my desk here. But last month actually, I set up a QRZ logbook page, and I've been trying to diligently use that. That's about it. Anything else that you wanted to know, Ernest?
I'm nosy, so you did a good job. Hey, so you did set up QRZ though, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So that's what I'm talking about. It's good. That's like the phone book, right? So that's pretty nice to have that. It's definitely nice to have that for sure. Hey, look, also, I'm getting you in my log here. I have you VE3TOT. I have you at 026, so 826 on the 4th of October here, so according to this, on 443.650 since you're coming off the repeater. So I'm going to be uploading this, and then you'll see it on your side. But that's what it is. So if you have something to write down, if you don't worry about it. I'll get it to you. VE3TOT in the log, 026 hours on UHF 443.650, 7 centimeters. That's going to be our first contact in the log, I think, Pete.
Look forward to reading and seeing it. Just a comment about the hand before me. I think his name was Jim. He said that he likes to listen. And to be honest, I probably listen for 10 hours versus actually talk for 1 hour, but it's improving with time. It's a kind of bit like stage fright. Once you get going, though, it gets easier and easier. Back to you, Ernest.
Yeah, and I guess that's about anything because everybody says, "Oh, Ernest, oh my God, you talk a lot and you're on the radio all the time." Yeah, man, I was too scared to even go out there and get on it. It took me a lot. I 2 field days in a row, I wouldn't even approach the microphone, not on HF. It was just too scary. So with that being said, I might as well bring this up. I actually posted on my Facebook group, because I do have Facebook, on the air with VA3EWV, YouTube on the air with VA3EWV as well. So check those 2 things out. On the Facebook page, a lot of cool stuff's going on. I do have a video of me trying to do Morse code. Slow Scan TV is going on from Friday. Event were on Friday, October 3rd to Thursday, October 9th. If you're wanting to do Slow Scan TV or get into that, check. I'll give you some help getting that done. Be happy to do that. And then I did put up a post saying that I was going to try to contact as many new hams as possible. And some guy came back and said, "Why only new hams? Why not any ham?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll talk to anybody." But one of the biggest things that I found out coming out of the rack training, a lot of people get their license. They don't want. They're too shy to get on the air. 1 second. Yeah, for those folks that are out there listening, yeah, if we'll definitely get you in the log. This is a safe place to come in and try to get on the radio. If you're trying to test out your AllStar, if you're trying to test out your EchoLink, if you're getting on the radio for the first time, no sad hams on this side. So we do have the patience, and we'll get you started and try to help answer any questions. With that being said, I wonder if Pete's still out there, the other Pete, VA2FKR. Pete, are you still out there? Over? Okay. James, I will get to that message about the stands there. I didn't even get to see it. I've been gone. So I saw what the picture looks like, but I didn't see what it looked like in real life. So you got it. You got that. What did you get, by the way? I don't even know what you got.
Oh, that thing your wife made, is that what you're talking about?
Roger. She don't ever post pictures. I'm like, you could probably do a lot better if you post pictures. So if y'all can throw a picture up there on the net, that'll be great. But yeah, what did you get exactly?
So I got my call sign on there with the VA3 in red and the JIC in black. Above that it says glow.
Okay, that's cool. She had made me one, I guess, a year or 2 ago, and cut it all out, and it was like a puzzle. And the grandkids got to glue it. They got to glue it on the board, right? Used the Elmer's glue or whatever. Glued the pizza. Well, they painted them first, then glued it on, and that was kind of just a rough draft. And I just had it in the shack there, and that's it. When we had the ham fest there, I had it with me, and I put it on the table, and it was a big hit. But everybody else looks better than mine, though. So thank you for supporting the XYL there. She supports me and my radio stuff. So if we can get her doing that, that means I can get out the house on the weekend and go do some radio. All right, James, thanks so much. Anything else you want to share? You doing anything fun for the weekend before you get out of here?
Well, Ernest, I think tomorrow I'm going to go play radio in the park a little bit. Kind of play with an antenna again. At this time, I think I'm going to put that tuner at the antenna at the vertical versus at the radio. We'll see how much that makes a difference. Not much other than going on. Just going to enjoy the outside nice weather we're going to have here over the weekend, and maybe hope to hear some of these folks would come in here, Ernest. That would be really nice. Like I say, I'm always open for a good conversation out there. So yeah, that's it, Ernest, and thanks so much for taking my call. And I will post a picture on your Facebook, Ernest, of that plate your wife did.
Okay, awesome. Hey, look, also, if you can post a picture of the phones you're trying to get rid of, right? Post a picture of the phones and on the group, okay? And let people know to message you, right? And then you'll get a hold to them and try to get this stuff out. And yeah, that'll be that. And hopefully, if you have some hamfests around you, you can get rid of some of the hamfest. Do you have any hamfests close to you?
We do, but I think now they're over for the season. I was kind of a little slow at the draw there, but I will dig out a few there and get some pictures posted for you on your Facebook for sure. And leave all my information there for sure, so people can either email me or however they wish. And I just want to say thanks for that, Ernest. I do appreciate that. But yeah, I will get that out there for you. And for sure, what the XYL did, your XYL did for me, I will get that on there. I absolutely love it. And pass the word on to her, Ernest, that I have let some Americans know about it. And a few guys I talked to have sent the pictures of it. And they're absolutely amazed with it and will contact your wife about it.
Roger, she's going to be happy to hear that for sure. She's going to be happy to hear that. Thanks so much. Okay, that's for all the folks on the actual AllStar system or the Echo system that I can see. Any final words for the folks out there on the PGC repeater? We did have John, VE2EWV-L. We did have Pete, VE3TOT. We did have Jeff, Radio Quebec Sierra. So any of you out there on the repeater want to say some final words of what you're doing on the weekend, please come now.
VE3HTR.
VE3HTR, good evening to you, Doug. How are you doing this evening?
Good evening, Ernest, at all net and on AllStar and EchoLink. I don't normally get on this net because I'm not that keen on being recorded, but here we are. Did you get my email regarding Don Brownlee, VA3EWV-L I sent out earlier today, Ernest?
No, I came straight in the house. And Don was one of the guys that went to breakfast with us. So I will check that, by the way. I hope it's not too bad of a news there, over.
Oh, it's about as bad as it gets. My friend Stan, VA3JSF from Iroquois Farmville, Cornwall, sent me an email today through the channels, and Don had to move out of a few weeks ago, and they were getting his gear. Well, Don was in senior home in Morrisburg, and Silent Keith, back to you.
Roger, thanks for that, Doug. Thanks for that. And yeah, Don was a really, really good, really good friend there. Yep, it was good to meet him and talk to him and stuff like that, and all that. And he had some good adventures to share, like going to the doctor and then coming out and his car was stolen. You know, like I was like, wow, that really happened. I've never met somebody that had a stolen car, and I lived in the hood, and Don made me be able to experience it through him. So yeah, that's sad to hear. Thanks for sharing that with me there, Doug.
Well, I sent out an email to the club executive, so you should have got that. By the way, your radio is very low tonight. I don't know what radio you're using, but your deviation's quite low.
Roger, it should be better now. I let me just make sure I'm not on because my poor YouTube, I had that thing all turned off and everything. No, it's me. It's not the stuff. It's me. I have I was on the wrong settings. I'll tell you that now. I always come in on the weekend. Have been in the shack all week, and then I'm just trying to run in here and try to get stuff going. So it should be better now. Over.
That was a lot better, Ernest. Okay, I'll leave you to your net. 7-3 wanted to tell you that in case you haven't seen your email yet. Getting in late from work like that. 7-3 for now. VA3EWV for the net. VA3HTR.
Roger, thanks so much there, Doug. Hey, John, are you still out there? VE2EQL, you still there? Okay, I'll try to pick up with John. I got me a rotor at the Hamfest, and I think he might have some rotor cable, so I'm gonna try to run him down. And I didn't even see if he had that at the flea market there. I could have got the card from him at the flea market and bought some off of him there. Let's see. VE3TOT. Any final words? You doing anything on the weekend that's going to be fun? They're over.
No, not so much this weekend, Ernest. My wife was in and out of the Cornwall Hospital this week, so good news. She's doing really well, and I look forward to having her at home this weekend. So there'll be very little radio this weekend, and I'll catch up the week after. Back to you.
Roger, we'll pass on our love and our prayers to her on a speedy recovery there. Yep. And yeah, hope she's doing better. Yeah, I'm gonna be low key, helping the wife out around the house, bringing all the plants in because it's gonna have some cold time. Shut down the swimming pool. Had a friend come over, VE3DIT, and got some trees cut down for me, so that's awesome. So I'll go out there and try to go to the Home Depot and get a stump grinder. Now I did the first part, the front of the yard with my Kubota. And I pulled the roots up, and I was just so happy working the backhoe. But then I had all these big holes and nothing to fill the holes with. So I think I'm going to go get a stump grinder because I got a little trailer now. So I'm going to go get a stump grinder and grind all that down. And then be able to mow the yard and not have to run around stumps. I hate that. So if it costs too much, though, when I go to Home Depot, I'll be having fun on the Kubota there, pulling up stumps with the Kubota, and I'll fill up the holes in the summertime when summertime comes again, I guess. All right, Pete, thanks for being out there. It's a pleasure to have you on the net there. Jeff, are you still out there? VA3 Radio Quebec Sierra? Okay, anyone from anywhere wishing to check in to give a final hello or just do a quick in and out, please come now.
V3ARF, just a quick in and out.
VE3ARF, how's it going there, Rob?
Good evening, Ernest. Sorry to hear the sad news there. It's been okay. Beautiful evening. Went out for my walk. I couldn't believe it. It was almost like a summer's evening out there.
Yep. I was going to actually call you earlier today too, before I was getting into Cornwall, and I'll hit you up off the air. I was going to see if you wanted to come have some fun with me, and then I asked Sue, and she said, "Oh, she might go." So I was like, "Really?" So I was wanting somebody to go to do POTA with me tomorrow, just to test out my two filters and stuff like that to see how it would work. And I was going to bring her because I have borrowed a radio and have my own radio, and I want somebody to go with me and test some stuff out. I can't do two things at one time. I wish I could, but I can't. And I was like, I'm going to go call Rob. And she goes, well, I'll go with you if he doesn't want to go, but you have to buy me a Starbucks. And I'm like, if I would bring Rob up, I had to get my iced coffee. So if the iced coffee is cheaper, I'm going to see if he still wants to go. Back over to you.
Okay, well, I appreciate the offer, but you know what? It just so happens that I swapped an on-call with a work buddy because he needed to be off tonight and tomorrow till a certain time in the afternoon. So I said I would take it for him, and my on-call starts next week, and then he's going to take my Friday, Saturday next week.
Roger. And at first, well, thank you. I wanted to put it out there anyway, and I was telling her, jokingly, I'm not going to be recording anything or anything like that because I just want to test some certain stuff to just see how it works, right? And anyway, I said, but y'all both got good hair, so hey, look, I can have the two of you, either one of you out there, looking pretty and stuff like that, and give me some better ratings on my YouTube there. I'm gonna see if I can get old girl dolled up out there and come up there. But I'm just shocked. She didn't even hesitate. She goes, "Yeah, if we can't go, I'll go with you. But you got to get me a Starbucks." So where I go to the parks, the Starbucks is out of the way. So you can't ask for anything. But I'm gonna go out there and put the radios and see. And I have a couple of antennas. I'm gonna see how all that works with the filters and stuff. And yeah. And I guess it's just a small jumper from the back of the radio to the filter then to the antenna. So I guess the filters are at the radio side. I know that sounds silly, but even James was saying, "Oh, I'm going to put my tuner by the antenna," and I heard Mr. Allen say that one time too. So I've seen external tuners, but I didn't know they put them right by the antenna. Anyway, thanks though, Rob. Good to have you there for the check-in too. And Rob, I'm putting you down on my log today, by the way. I'll send you a screenshot so you can get me in the log on this. I'm putting everybody in my log, and I'm sending you all a screenshot so you can put it on QRZ. Thanks so much, Rob. Back over to you for any finals.
Yeah, okay. You guys going to say it must be Sue's in my Scandinavian background. You want us on camera there. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed, whatever. Anyway, yes, the filters. Yeah, so you have I think you said you bought a 40-meter filter and a 20-meter filter. Yeah, I just put them, remember at Field Day I brought out a bunch of those and single-band, mono-band filters. You just have a little patch cable that goes to the filter and then the antenna feed goes to the other side and away you go. But they're very handy. They'll if you want to work your FT8 on, say, 20 meters while you're working 40, it should be able to quiet it down for you.
That's exactly it. And I'm getting smoked right now in the rack challenge, but I'm going to come back with both guns blaring. And I have a little table in the back of the car. I'm going to try to get it on the one side on a slider, like a slide type thing. So I can just go to the park, slide out the one part of the table with my radios on it and my filters on it. So I won't have to do all that back and forth stuff. I'm just going to come out the car spring loaded and hammer down there. And I'll be doing a 2-for-1, like doing FT8 and POTA at the same time on SSB, and I'll be trying to catch up that way. Anyway, thanks for chiming in there, Rob, and we'll see you later on.
Okay, Ernest, and yeah, you should look at downloading the MHSV version of WSJT, which is the multi. You can answer two stations two guys call you. You can answer two guys and have two QSOs going at the same time. Speeds you up, sort of like de-expedition mode.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to get a hold of you about that, probably on Sunday evening. I heard what you just said, but I'll probably hit you up Sunday after your walk there and get a little bit more information on that because that sounds cool. All right. Anyone else on the repeaters wishing to check in and say a final hello, goodbye, or what you're doing on the weekend? Please come down. This is Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor with the Friday evening AllStar EchoLink Net. Okay, no one else on repeaters. James, you have any final words before we get out of here?
No, I don't, Ernest. I'm just getting ready to do those pictures for you.
Roger. Hey, and we have Alpha Delta 2 Golf Uniform. Alpha Delta 2 Golf Uniform. I see you made it back. Good evening to you. Please come on in. How are you today?
Good evening to all. Sorry about last week. I was on my computer. Couldn't disconnect, but now I'm on my cell phone. Cell phone's much better. How's everyone doing today?
Oh man, we're doing really good. We're doing really good. Tonight's topic was about loggers. I'm thinking about getting another logger and seeing what people use. So far tonight, the people who are on the web so far, not the web, excuse me, the air tonight and the web, don't do a lot of logging. So I guess I'll keep looking for that. Do you use any type of loggers? Do you have anything that you like besides paper and pen? Over.
I usually use QRZ. Kind of brand new to ham radio, but been at it about a year and a half, almost 2 years. So I'm still learning.
Roger on that, Vincent. Well, you know what? You're in good company. We have a couple of people on here tonight that have been hams for, over 20, 30 years. But for the most part, most of everybody on this net tonight are 2 years, 3 years. So there's 2 years, 1 year just started, 3 years. And then we have our season ham. So it goes from 3. I don't have any 5s, any 10s, any 15s, any 20s. It goes straight over. It goes from us at 2, 3, and 4 years straight to 30, 40, and 50 years. They're over. It's good to have you on there, though. And so you're on EchoLink on your phone, right?
Roger that. I'm on a Samsung Galaxy. It's a lot easier to use than the computer. Never know when I'm transmitting on using EchoLink software. But I like this phone much better.
Well, I'm glad you were able to make it. I was looking at I was looking at my connection log, and I saw that you tried to come in quite a few times. I'm not home during the week at the moment. At the moment, I'm not home during the week. But after the 23rd of October, I'll be home full time for about 2.5, hopefully 3 months. So I'll be able to do AllStar and EchoLink and the ham over IP and all that fun stuff. During my breaks and my lunch while I'm at work, it'll be fun to be back in the shack there, and here and be able to talk to some people or do some FT8 or something like that. So that'll be a lot of fun. Thanks for being up in there. What are you doing for the weekend for fun before you get out of here? What are you doing for fun for the weekend there, Vincent? Vincent, did you hear that? What are you doing on the weekend there? Over.
Yeah, usually trying to barbecue this weekend. Throw some pork chops on the smoker and enjoy the fall weather. I usually try to get on the repeaters during the week while I'm taking a walk through the neighborhood. So I usually either use my ball thing or I get on with EchoLink on my phone. So yeah, I'm kind of glad to get with you guys. I happened to run across you on the YouTube last Friday, and good to be here. Everyone enjoy themselves.
Well, I'm definitely glad to have you, and good to have you back to have some fun with us. And look, I see you in New York. I don't know what part of New York, but I'm up here in Eastern Ontario, right above New York, Messina. So if you're close enough, I might have to come get me a plate there. Over.
Roger that, Roger that. Well, I'm located about 2 miles south of LaGuardia Airport and about 5 miles from JFK. So I'm right in Airplane Valley over here. Not too far away, like walking distance from City Field and Queen Gardens.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. We do travel often. My daughter lives in Missouri there, and for her to get a plane from Missouri to either on all the airports about to skip right out of my mind. Oh my God. Buffalo Airport, we go there sometimes to pick up from Buffalo, and another one starts with an S or something. I think it does. I just forgot all the airports that we go to. Syracuse is one, and Buffalo is one, I think. I know we go to those two. But yeah, we go up there, and I always stop at a Cracker Barrel and stuff like that. But yeah, man, this time of year when I was living back in the South, this is football season, tailgate parties. So man, all you saw was, the old garbage. I don't want to say garbage cans, but the big barrels. They make the smokers out of the barrels and stuff, and the tailgate parties and the football games. This is the time of the year for that. Back over to you.
Barbecue barrels are pretty cool. I just have a regular smoker with a firebox, couple of Webers, and a little ceramic barbecue. But yeah, I enjoy cooking because I like to eat. Back to you.
Well, Roger, so I'll end with this. I don't like to barbecue, but I love to eat. That's for sure. So I'll try to track you down the next time we head over to the States there, and I'll slide by with you know how we do it, the paper plate with the aluminum foil on top of. Yeah, come get me some of them smoked pork chops there, and have a seat with you, and we'll talk about radio, and that'll be good. Good times. Thanks for being out there, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, last call. We're at the top of the hour here. Almost 5 minutes left. Just a little under 5 minutes left. Check the YouTube right quick. We got 4 people watching there. Put your calls in the log, folks, on the chat in the chat there. We'll get you in the log. All right, one last call. Anthony's there with us today too. Victor Alpha 7 X-Ray Alpha Radio. Good evening to you, Anthony. Good to have you out there joining us on the air on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe out there, folks, and share with your friends. Okay, one last call. Any other check-ins which come in? Come on in now. Okay, nothing heard. I want to thank everybody for being out there today. We got 10 in the log. So if I was doing POTA tonight, I'll have an activation. Thank you, VA7XAR, Alpha Delta 2 Golf Uniform, Victor Echo 3 ARF, Alpha Radio Fox, VE3HCR for the quick in and out. Thanks for that information. VA2FKR, the Pete, the VE3TOT, the other Pete, Whiskey 5 Delta Sierra Lima, who's here with us every week on YouTube. Thanks for watching. V2EKO John, that's come in quite a few times as well. VA3 Radio Quebec Sierra, VA3JIC, and then I make 11. So a good night tonight. We'll see everybody out there. Those of you that are on YouTube, stay tuned because we will play 2 of our ham radio songs. And we're talking about barbecue, and I have a song about barbecue that my friend V3ARF made for me. So we're going to hit you with the barbecue if you're watching on YouTube. We're going to hit one of those. Have a good night, everybody. Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor Clear. Okay, folks that are watching here, let's go to our YouTube channel. Let's get that Big E's barbecue, because that's what we're going to do. Radio games, and then we're going to do Big E's barbecue first. If it's on here. No, it's not on here. Oh no. It might be on my iTunes. I just probably haven't gotten it uploaded yet. iTunes is going to take forever to load, so while I wait for iTunes to load, we're going to do radio games, I think. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Radio games, here we go.
Y'all, it's a radio field day and tenants up high. Good friends, good vibes under clear blue sky. Static free, we sip and drink, summer's in the air. Frequencies tuning, ain't got no care to spare. Radio games playing all day. Cards at 73 regards, punching back, have a blast. Work the world, fuzz its ass, yeah. Wave that signal strong from coast to land. Transmitting joy, ain't no better pastime. Laughter and a static shared on every line. Round here we groove, mix of beats and waves, harmony electric in these radio days. Radio games playing all day. Cards at 73 regards, punching back, have a blast. Work the world, fuzz its ass, yeah. Wave that signal strong from coast to land. Crank the knob, find that golden flow. Station to station, let the good times roll. Echoes travel wide, far beyond the range. Friendships on the airways, strange but not strange.
Good evening. The time is 9 p.m.
From dusk to dawn, we chatter and we laugh. Frequency of language, speak and telegraph. Hearts connected, bound by unseen thread. In this summer fun, every moment led. Radio games playing all day. Contact 73 regards, punching back, have a blast. Work the world, fuzz its ass, yeah. Wave that signal strong from coast to land. Crank the knob, find that golden flow. Station to station, let the good times roll. Echoes travel wide, far beyond the range. Friendships on the airwaves, strange but not strange. Crank the knob, find that golden flow. Station to station, let the good times roll. Echoes travel wide, far beyond the range. Friendships on the airwaves, from coast to land. Radio games playing all day. Cards at 73 regards, punching back, have a blast. Work the world, fuzz its ass, yeah. Wave that signal strong from coast to land. Wave that signal strong from coast to land. Crank the knob, find that golden flow. Station to station, let the good times roll. Echoes travel wide, far beyond the range. Friendships on the airwaves, strange but not strange.
Okay, so that's on our YouTube channel.
Y'all, it's a radio field.
So yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel. What do we have right now? We have, let me see how many subscribers we have. We have Let's say change. Switch accounts. We have 633 subscribers right now. That's pretty doggone good. 633 subscribers. Okay, here's the barbecue song. Let me get that put up here. Then we'll be gone for the evening. This is Big E's barbecue since we're talking about barbecue. Also, check out our Facebook group.
On the airwaves, inviting you to the show. Calling all my friends out to my barbecue, let's go. Sue's got the grill hot, burger season 2. Join the fun and laughter at Biggie's barbecue. This is Big E calling on the repeater, let's go. Let's go. Summer breeze and sunshine. Come on, don't say no.
Well, just gotta sort that out. He's
Listen to the laughter, hear the joy in the breeze. Raffles and some fun, you're feeling oh so pleased. Sugar sweet, my audio resonates in the air. Good friends coming over, good times without a care. This is Big E calling on the repeater. Let's go, let's go. Summer breeze and sunshine. Come on, don't say no.
All right, folks, that is it. Y'all have a good night, and thanks for joining us.
Digging on the airwaves, voice so strong, so clear. From Cooper's Marsh he calls to those far and near. Sugar sweet audio, moving through the night.